Welcome back to Better or Worse Than Transformers, where we take a movie or a TV show and tell you whether it's better or worse than the most mediocre movie ever made, Michael Bay's Transformers. I'm your host, Joseph. With me are my co-hosts, Ian.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
And Christian.
What's up?
This week, we're going to be doing Incredibles 2, the much-awaited sequel to the Disney Pixar film Incredibles. 14 years later, we have a lot of thoughts. It was a fun ride, but first, Ian, you want to walk us in with some of the news?
Yeah, so it's been a kind of a slower week, but there's some stuff we wanted to talk about. Wonder Woman 2 is shooting now, principal photography, so they released some set photos. One of them is like her in front of like a whole bunch of 1980 pop culture TV screens, and it looked pretty cool. One's her outfit, it looked just like the same. And then they released one where it's Steve Trevor, played by, Chris Pine, who's in the original, who supposedly died, is, I guess, back. And
the same age.
Same, no context given for anything.
Frozen in carbonite.
Yep.
Is there comic, like...
Look,
does that happen in the comics where they could pull from?
The traditional thing you go for here is you go for, like, his grandson.
Yeah.
Or something that looks just like him.
Yeah.
Like, the genes are strong in that family. But you're going, like, the exact same actor. I don't know. I feel like they're just going to go with some, Yeah,
but no, is there source material where Steve Trevor, like, it gets frozen and comes...
I'm sure there is.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. Can't comment on that. But I also heard in the rumor that Pedro Pascal's character is like a god who can, like, shapeshift. And then maybe what we're seeing is Steve Trevor is actually not really Steve Trevor.
That could be cool.
That would be cool.
The interesting thing, I think, is that from what I saw, the Steve Trevor image was the first one posted. I just feel like Patty Jenkins was like, let's just go ahead and get this out there. Like, people are going to know. They're going to see him on set. Let's just go ahead and address it.
Yep. Well, they kind of beat around the bush with Superman in Justice League, and they caught a lot of shit for that. So I think they're just like, let's just not catch any more shit. Let's just, because Wonder Woman's the one movie that hasn't really gotten negative response from people.
I feel like they're just going to ignore Justice League completely from here on out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know. Wonder Woman 84, that's going to be bad, I think. I don't know. Cheetah, Kristen Wiig.
I'm excited to see that.
Well,
I want to know. I want to know, man. I don't know if it's going to be bad.
You're not excited to see that. Oh,
I am excited to see that.
Kristen Wiig is Cheetah. I don't. What has Kristen Wiig ever done good?
Stuff.
What's Kristen Wiig done good, Nips?
SNL?
She's going to Saturday Night Live. I mean,
name one skit.
She's not in any way a major player, but The Martian is a good movie.
She is,
and she doesn't deter it.
I'd agree with that.
You've watched it 4 times in like the last 6 days.
I just said I agree with that.
I know. I'm just saying.
Joaquin Phoenix is Joker movie, directed by Todd Phillips, is doing The Hangovers. Looks like it's gonna go.
It's official, man. They announced a whole bunch of.
I'm so
crew.
confused about what this is.
I think they're doing what we suggested. They're doing the DC animated movie route. They're just doing 3 different Joker movies, none of them connected. You know what I mean? And they'll do a Batman movie. Like, just don't connect any of them. Just make movies. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's definitely what it seems like.
They fucked that whole last bunch of movies up because they got bogged down in a DC universe and they didn't make good movies.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I think they're just like, let's just try and get good people making good movies. Because I think Scorsese was attached to this.
I think he's producing it. I don't think he's.
He had his hands in it at some point.
Yeah.
I think I didn't see his name on this part of it, so maybe he's kind of backed off. But I mean, just get some. I mean, Joker's a cool character, so I mean, I have no idea how this is going to.
I don't know if you can do a. I don't know if you can do a Joker centric movie, but I feel like with like enough of a cast around him.
Well, I think if you're doing a Joker movie, you got like. Don't have Batman in it. Maybe have it like with the Riddler, and it could be a gang. Like
this is supposed to be an origin movie.
Make it in Arkham with like a whole bunch of gang families, and they're all run by like one of the villains. I could see that. I'd like that.
I mean, it's just hard
like
to me.
Arkham Knights like that.
Are you supposed to?
Video game.
Are you supposed to root for the Joker the whole time?
I know. Yeah, I that's what they want because a lot of people like whoever likes Deadpool likes Joker. It's like the same crowd. You know what I mean?
I like the Joker, but I don't want a movie about the Joker.
Because I heard an update on that.
I know this one is apparently like shooting like later this summer. Like the news is they announced like the director of photography and a whole bunch of the crew, and that's actively casting right now.
And I know that. Well, the other thing is like at the top of the DC, like whoever runs DC Films, they kicked out Geoff Johns.
Yeah, Jeff Johns.
Jeff Johns, and they put in. I think it's a girl who was running the Conjuring movies, like that whole universe. So I feel like she's now putting her hands in it. Like I know the other rumor that came out was Ben Affleck is not coming.
Well, yeah,
back
that's the one I forgot to write down
for the
that I put
Batman.
on there.
Is that what you
yeah,
wrote?
My understanding is he's not coming back, and not going to be set in the same universe as the Justice League universe.
They are totally doing the DC, and I think they're just going to start making like a whole bunch of separate movies with their characters. None of them are going to connect, and some will be better than others, I'm sure.
Yeah, I heard that when the Batman is supposed to be like a younger Bruce Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
I heard Jake Gyllenhaal.
Well, that was before Spider-Man Prom.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I'd like to see some of these movies. Honestly, the more comic book movies, I enjoy those more than most. Realistically,
I'll
watch them all.
Yeah, I'm just happy.
Give me 17 fucking Joker movies. I'll watch every single one.
One of them has to be good, right? One of them has to be better than Transformers.
That's true. They're gonna have a good Joker movie before they have a good Superman movie, and that's fucked up.
Oh, that is fucked up.
Man of Steel is a good movie.
It's a fine movie.
I do like Man of Steel, but I could see where people would say it's not a good Superman movie.
Right.
And I would still argue...
Hurt would be screaming right now.
Oh, yeah.
The Superman you get in Justice League is a pretty good Superman.
I would agree with that.
But that was like after he had been the worst kind of...
But when it's there, he's really good.
He is good.
Man of Steel is a badass movie, though.
It's a good movie. I like it.
I like Michael Shannon.
But the one thing I'm just happy you brought it up is even if they still go in the wrong direction, I'm just glad they've kind of gotten a new captain for this ship. Like, just take it in a new direction.
Well, I mean, the whole we don't even really know the structure because AT&T officially bought Warner Brothers last week. So all of this is still kind of up in the air. It's up to change. Jeff Johns, I mean, it's such a weird thing because he's like, oh, I stepped down so I could be more creative. And I'm going to write the Green Lantern movie. And you're like, dude, no, you got fired.
I know. Yeah. Like, you fucked up. And that was the second guy they've been through because he replaced some Japanese guy who got fired after Batman vs. Superman when Zack Snyder got canned.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they fucked that up. Dumbo trailer. This is along the same vein of Beauty and the Beast, Jungle Book,
Cinderella, all these live action.
They're live action, and they're making money off them. This one has got Colin Farrell, and it looked like Danny DeVito,
Michael
Keaton. Pretty good cast. It looks good. I'm not a fan of Dumbo. I've never seen the cartoon, but I don't know. It intrigued me. I'll watch it.
It looks good.
What do you guys think?
I was pleasantly surprised by how much I enjoyed the trailer. The biggest thing that makes me nervous is Tim Burton. I'm just not a Tim Burton fan, but maybe if he can recapture some of that big fish magic, that would.
That Sweeney Todd.
I didn't realize that he was doing it. So he literally just like took the Danny DeVito part from one and put it in the other. Okay. I wonder if they're gonna keep with the racist crows.
I hope so.
Yeah.
It's a classic.
Just like
just go all in.
Double down on it.
You have never seen the cartoon?
Man,
it's really sad.
Yes, that's why I don't think I like it. I don't like Bambi. I don't like stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's not my jam.
The movie looks better than I anticipated, so it doesn't come out.
Honestly, if I'm being honest, I want Colin Farrell to become a thing. I liked him in.
He's had his chances
in Bruges.
That is not how it's.
In Bruges.
In Bruges.
In Bruges. What else? True Detective Season 2. It's not good, but he's good.
He is good in it,
and
he's
I will
done
argue
so much stuff.
anyone who says differently. He put on weight, like he tried.
I'll
give him a good faith effort. You know what I mean?
I actually like him as Bullseye in Daredevil.
No, see, that's just wrong.
Yeah, that's like an X-Men origin kind of fucking hot take you just took.
He likes that movie too.
I know. I appreciate the fact that he went all in. He's hamming it up. He's having a good time. I had a good time watching him.
Truthfully, the cast is not the problem with that movie.
No.
Except for Elektra, Jennifer Garner and Elektra. They're horrible. But
I would love to watch that movie and make fun of it because I can't. I think I've watched that one time.
I think if you watched it, it wouldn't be as bad as you remember it. It's not
I
that
feel like
bad.
Ben Affleck was jacked as fuck in that movie. Was he?
Well,
the whole cast. John Favreau's pretty funny in it. And
Yeah.
Michael Clark Duncan was born to play Kingpin.
Absolutely.
Michael Clark Duncan's Kingpin.
That was the best cast.
That's pretty cool. I have to watch that.
Here's the thing. I think Ben Affleck was jacked for being in a superhero film at the time, but standards have risen.
Yeah,
That's
Chris Hemsworth has Chris Hemsworth and Henry Cavill have set the bar way too high for normal mortals.
I don't know, dude. Ben Affleck in Batman vs Superman.
He's just giant.
Yeah,
he's like a broad fucking man. You know what I mean? Like he's got big shoulders.
But like Chris Hemsworth is and Henry Cavill both are like
they're
like
gods.
cut. I mean, and they're giant. Like it's how
Henry
you did
Cavill
both.
especially is just like
Henry Cavill in Man of Steel when he first comes out of the water.
Yep, I was just about to say that. It's like what the fuck, dude.
Yeah,
there's no one like that.
Well, steroids. But.
Yeah. Aquaman set photos. So they released that's in but I don't think it's shooting right now. I think
It's
they're
done, man. It comes out in December.
It's in a can?
It comes out in December.
Oh, okay.
That means we should be getting a trailer pretty soon.
Comic-Con. They said it would be at Comic-Con. So we got a month.
That's cool. So in less than a month, we'll have an Aquaman trailer. So they released some movies images, and like one of them is Black Manus.
Yeah,
and what did you
Black
think?
Manta. I mean, all you see is the helmet, but it's exactly what you want to see. You know what I mean? Like it's a very literal interpretation. There is a shot of Nicole Kidman as Queen Atlanta, or however you say her name. It's fine. You know, more shots of Mira and Aquaman running around. Those are fine. And then, gosh, what's his half brother's name? Orm?
Yeah, Orin. No, wait.
I think it's Orm.
You're right, it is Orm.
And played by Patrick Wilson.
Is it played by Patrick Wilson?
Yep, I believe so.
I fucking hate Patrick Wilson.
And again, I mean, really looks the part. He's got the he's holding the helmet. You don't see the helmet on. But it looks like they went for a very literal, interpretation of those characters, and I think that's exciting.
Look, the real question with Aquaman, besides can Jason Momoa act, because that's
a big question.
Because that's more of a question now than it was when he was originally cast. But no one's ever done underwater well.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're doing an underwater, action adventure kind of film.
Waterworld.
What point are you trying to get across here?
Waterworld is a great.
It's not
water movie.
It's not good. Two, most of it is not underwater.
I'm going to argue that point. He takes the girl into the
I said the majority.
And that movie is very good. The Smokers.
It's not good at all.
Right, and don't get me wrong. I think they're going to make sure a lot of this happens in a closed dome Atlantis and that kind of thing. Yeah. But you're going to have some big underwater battle scenes.
For sure.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Is the other publicity shot they released was it was one army of these riders on sea dragons and another army on great white sharks.
Yeah.
And it looked like something out of Star Wars, but underwater. You know what I mean? Crazy. I don't know. I think it could be cool.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I think honestly, if I had to guess, I think this is going to be the best one.
I heard
better than Wonder Woman.
I mean, again, the bar's not set super high. I like Wonder Woman, but it's not a great movie.
Yeah, I agree there. James Wan's a really good filmmaker.
Yeah.
I think this could be something like Guardians, something completely different.
Yeah.
The underwater thing could work in it. It's like Ant-Man. Take that gimmick and run with it for a movie.
Absolutely, I agree.
You guys hear that Jason Momoa was really pissed off about the whole I hear you talk to fish line and Justice League. No. He was like, I'm trying to make this character a badass, and you're bringing up the oldest joke in the book. But I thought it played well in the movie.
I mean, it does. Also, there's no way you can bring that character in without addressing it.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
Last bit of news is Rick and Morty. Justin Roiland, the creator, says there's going to be no more breaks. Once these episodes come out, they're going to come out pretty quick, I guess.
Right. So they recently got that order for 70 episodes from Adult Swim, and so since season 1, they've had increasingly large gaps between seasons to the point where the last one was 2 years.
Yeah.
Right. Something like that.
Yeah, I think it was even 2+. It was a long time.
I think we're at a year now. Last.
Yeah, you're right. It was April 1st last year is when it came out last time.
You're right. Yeah. Doesn't feel like that long ago.
Yeah.
But we're just used to it now.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of just interested to see how this works from these two's creative process, because I'm down with getting more of it. I'm down with not waiting, but I'm curious to see if that's going to be the downfall, is forcing them to work on a schedule.
Yeah. Dan Hartman has just such a rough history with this stuff. I've been rewatching Community, and it's funny. You get to the point where he's fired, and then they bring him back, and it's not as good, and so you wonder is a tighter. It was what makes Rick and Morty so special. Is kind of they just do it as they want,
right.
When they want, when they get the process. I can wait 3 years for Rick and Morty if it means I'm going to get good Rick and Morty.
I know. I see you wearing your Pickle Rick shirt.
Saying, I'm currently wearing a Pickle Rick shirt. I love Rick and Morty. And Pickle Rick's probably the best episode, and that was last season. So I don't even think it took a dip in quality. The last season, I liked just as much as the earlier seasons. So I think, I don't know, I'm ready to see more of that. I liked where it ended. I want to know what's up with Evil Morty. There's so many threads that they've introduced that, I don't know, it's a good show. If you don't watch it, you should.
The whole show's on Hulu. It's better than Transformers.
It is better than Transformers.
If you're going to watch one episode to get into it, watch either Pickle Rick or...
No,
start at the beginning.
No. I'm saying if you're going to watch one to jump on, either Pickle Rick or the one where they make the song... against
Get Swifty?
Yeah,
Swifty.
Oh my god!
See,
that's the fucking fun.
I disagree, because I think Rick and Morty is one of the few shows where the pilot perfectly encapsulates what the show is about.
Yeah. I think the first 5 minutes do that. When Rick walks in and he's like, Morty, I need you to shove this up your bowl. Right away, you're like, this is the weirdest thing I've ever watched. Come on, Marty. Right up your butt. It's great.
Anyway.
Incredibles? Yeah.
Yeah,
wow,
that's
that's an awkward transition.
Yeah.
Right up your butthole, Incredibles, huh? So yeah, how do I saw that we got some box office figures.
Oh, so yeah, Incredibles made 180 million.
Domestic.
Yeah,
It was only projected for like 150. I say only 150.
Yeah.
So it deep six the old animated record, which is 135. Finding Dory. It beat it by I think 55 million. I mean, this play. I was reading an article. It played more like a 4-quadrant blockbuster, like a superhero movie. That's what they're comparing this to, more than an animated movie to family. Like older men wanted, teenagers. Like it was playing to everybody.
There were a lot of 24 to 30-year-olds who were really excited for this movie, and they all have children now. So
yeah, it was. I mean, it was.
Some of them do.
Made a lot of money.
Only a third of us in this group.
It was very busy. Yeah, it was a lot of people were excited.
I know. I went to an 8:00 showing of a kids movie at our second biggest theater in town, and it was packed to the gills.
I went to a 1:30 showing in the afternoon in our worst theater in town, and it was also packed to the gills. Like people were sitting on the floor, and because it's that location, they didn't stop them. I mean, they just let them do it. Kept selling tickets.
It's the Wild West over there.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, it's definitely gonna probably it was the 9th biggest opening ever. So that's ever.
Infinity War officially crossed $2 billion too. That's happened this week.
Yep. It made more than Captain America: Civil War, and it made more than Iron Man 3.
Incredibles 2 did?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It made more than it was the second biggest June opening ever, behind Jurassic World. So I mean, it's not making just animated records; it's like setting like broad box office records. So yeah, it was like I said, it was the busiest day I've ever had at a theater. Was Friday for us.
Do you think that means Pixar is going to be on Brad Bird's ass to make a third one?
Yes,
Probably.
Yes, or honestly, Frozone spinoff. There's a lot of
There are a lot of
if they
things you
wanted
could
to,
do.
they can make fuck a Star Wars universe, make an Incredibles universe.
Good
You know what I
point.
mean?
Before we go too far down that rabbit hole, let's introduce the movie or whatever.
Sure thing. So in Incredibles 2, sequel to Incredibles, came out in 2004. So this is a sequel 14 years in the making. The original is kind of it is a superhero film, but it's also got a lot of spy elements. It's kind of about family and togetherness and finding your way and whatnot. The original one is set in like a vague 1960s Tomorrow World-y universe.
Directed by Brad Bird.
He didn't want to make a sequel if he didn't have a good enough story to follow up the original that wasn't as good or better than the original. So that takes us to now, 2018, Incredibles 2, also directed by Brad Bird. You want to give us a synopsis, Christian?
Yeah, this movie picks up immediately following the first film, like within seconds of the first film. And it follows the Parr family as they kind of deal with the repercussions of bringing supers back into the spotlight, where they're then approached by, I don't remember what's Saul, Better Call Saul. What's his character's name? I don't remember.
Winston Dever.
Yeah, approached by Winston Dever, who comes up with a scheme into making superheroes legal again, and by doing so, making Elastigirl this kind of like global celebrity going around saving the world because she's the most economical, friendly superhero there is. All of this turns awry when his sister creates a supervillain that takes over the minds of all superheroes, leaving the Parr children to save their parents. All the cast,
Spoilers.
most of the cast returns.
Spoilers indeed. Most of the cast. Yeah.
Holly Hunter.
Holly Hunter. Catherine Keener plays Winston's sister,
Evelyn,
a.k.a. Screensaver. Screenslaver?
Screenslaver.
Slaver.
Craig T. Nelson is Bob Park,
Incredible.
Mr. Incredible.
It's a new Dash voice.
It is a new Dash voice. The old Dash grew up and had his voice changed, and so they had to get a
Hashtag puberty.
hashtag puberty.
Poor guy.
I know.
Missed out on a paycheck.
Yeah.
That guy's pissed.
Missed out on a chance. What about Violet? Is Violet the same?
The same one, yeah.
Oh.
You brought back
Sophia Bush plays the girl, one who can make portals. What was her name?
Void.
Void, yeah.
Who is Sophia Bush?
She's from One Tree Hill, a show I enjoyed very much. Don't make fun of me. What else is she in?
I don't know, man.
A couple movies, but keep going.
If you say so.
Samuel L. Jackson's
Samuel
Frozone.
Jackson's back as Lucius / Frozone.
Lucius is like the most Samuel L. Jackson character name possible.
Isn't it?
I don't know, man. I feel like he's been Lucius in like 4 or 5 movies.
A bunch.
Edna Mode is back again, played by Brad Bird, the director.
And she was great.
Yeah. And then Rick Dicker, the
Jonathan Banks.
Yeah, the superhero agency fixer guy.
Yeah.
I guess that voice actor passed away sometime between the original and now, and so he's replaced by Jonathan Banks of Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad fame.
I noticed that in the movie. I was like, "There's 2 people from Better Call Saul."
Like that Mike Ehrmantraut voice is like unmistakable.
Yep.
But yeah, so what's everybody's initial impressions here?
I enjoyed it very much. I think it's good. I definitely don't think it's as good as the first one. The reason is it has a weak villain. You know, I like Syndrome. Syndrome's really cool. You know, he's a really cool villain for the first movie. Jason Lee is great as Syndrome. Catherine Keener's Screenslaver is kind of boring. I think it was it's a good change of pace. Instead of like having like this big showdown with the robot, they made it more like one-on-one superhero fights. You know what I mean? And I could see, and they did a good job with the end action scene but it was just different. But I didn't think the villain was as good or as interesting. So that was my one critique. But it's fucking awesome. I loved it. Jack stole the movie. His scene with Edna was the best Incredibles scene of any Incredibles movie. Yeah. Better than anything in Incredibles 1. And I loved, I would watch a Jack Movie if they could pull that off. I love everything about Jack. So I don't know. I really loved it. I really enjoyed it.
I really love that movie. I really enjoyed it. To hit your point on Jack. I mean, he steals the show. Yeah. I mean, every scene with Jack in the movie is the best scene. The raccoon scene is great, and the interaction between him and Edna. It's so cute. I'm not going to say that it doesn't make sense, but I can't even explain why it works so well. Like it just her obsession with him, and it's great. You talk about the weak villain. Yeah, I can kind of see where you're going with that. It kind of threw me for a curveball because I thought both of them were going to be evil. That's what I anticipated most of the movie. So for it to just be her, that was a little shocking to me. I also, though, I don't feel like the movie's really about these superheroes versus a supervillain. I feel like it's really, and maybe this is just me being a parent, but I feel like the movie's about being a parent. Yeah. There's a lot, especially for Mr. Incredible, of there were these moments where I was like, no, dude, I feel that. I feel you're gosh, how many times I put my kid down to bed, and as soon as I go to close the door, they're just wide awake. I felt a lot of those moments. I lived a lot of those moments. So for me, the movie's a parody of what parenting is like, and I really connected with it because of that.
Yeah, they're pandering to you.
Yeah, there's definitely some dad parenting, because I mean, you know what I mean. That's what it's so funny. He's great in that movie, Mr. Incredible. Those scenes are great.
Joseph,
I really liked it. I think it's either as good or just slightly below as good as the original one. I actually didn't have a problem with the villain. One of the things I feel, I guess she's not a superpowered entity. You're not having a one-on-one battle. But one of the things that I like about this movie that they maintained from the last movie is, I don't know, they keep that mystery element really well. It's not one of the, it is one of the main plots, but it's not you don't think of this movie as a mystery movie, but so much of it is spent following Elastigirl, trying to figure out who this villain is, figure out how to stop him, how to catch him, and what's going on. And I feel like just having that story and having it as smart and developed as it makes it a more interesting, compelling story. And I think that's why the character's interesting, because, she's, using her brains. Yeah. Not using all
She outsmarted everybody.
Right. And I like that. I don't know. I like that a lot. But, everything's great. The cast is great. The story is great. It's just so fun.
I would say that that bike scene with the train is probably the best animated action scene I've seen on film. You know what I mean? I thought it was really well done. I enjoyed it very much.
It was a cool use of her powers.
Yeah, and the bike was cool, how it split up, and it's just he definitely learned some stuff on Mission Impossible 3. He knows he learned how to shoot a little action scene on that. Yeah. Oh yeah, whatever. Yeah. No, whichever one he did. You know what I mean? I think he did
the good one.
Yeah, the good one. That's the best way.
Ghost Protocol.
That's how we should refer to it. But I thought that it was better action than the first movie.
You talked about the kind of being this Tomorrowland feel.
Oh, definitely.
It says, and I know we've all said this, Tomorrowland is a better movie than people give it credit for, but there is so much influence of that in this movie and in the first one, and he nails it. The look, this kind of sci-fi future, now almost for us retro interpretation of what we think the 60s and 70s should have been or whatever could have been. Brad Bird he nails that look. He understands exactly what it should be. It's like watching. It's like you're in Tomorrowland when you watch the movie.
The Diggler was a cool opening scene. Like
The what?
The Diggler scene. The opening. Is that his name?
The Underminer?
Oh, why am I saying that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I got that completely wrong. But the Underminer was cool. I thought that was a cool opening.
I like
cool way to
the
open.
chase scene.
Like
yeah.
a cold opening.
Yeah.
I mean, you alluded to it in the action scene. They just do such a. I mean, we were talking about Justice League earlier in this episode, but one of the problems that Justice League has is everyone's just so punchy. Like they have all these amazing superpowers, and they just constantly are just like punching their way through things. Whereas this movie, with both the family and they introduce some not as well known heroes, and they just use the power so creatively and so well, and it's just so much more interesting to watch.
I thought there was like a really good commentary on that, and just one little line where Mr. Incredible is talking to the guy in the hallway, and he's like, uncrunch it, and he's like, when would you ever uncrunch? Do you unpunch things?
Yeah.
I really enjoyed Violet in this movie. Actually, like her whole storyline of her like trying to figure out high school and like go on this date with this little kid. Like I dug it. I thought it really worked. It landed with me well.
Yeah, I love Dash. Like Dash usually that kind of the kid role annoys me, but he's so funny in that movie.
Yeah, he's got this like constant commentary in the background of what's going on. The adolescence line is really great.
He's good.
I mean, they feel very much like real kids of that age.
Yeah.
would react in those situations. What was I going to say about the Violet thing? Oh no, did the just trying to be like a good dad thing get you in the feels?
Yeah, right. Like gut punch, man.
I figured it might. I was really upset about that scene because I really wanted her to say that you're not a good dad, you're incredible, but she doesn't say that, and it really bothered me.
What else? What else did I think of this movie? I think you're right, Ian. I think there's a lot of potential to mine future stories
For sure.
in there that don't necessarily have to be about the Incredibles. Though I want to see more.
Well,
of
you see, and that's one of the things I think is the strength of this movie. I felt like this wasn't a sequel. I felt like it was a second episode in a show that I really like.
Yeah.
Like the everything. Like the world feels continuous, the characters feel continuous, and there's so many, especially with we're talking about kind of these semi-eccentric characters. You got like Edna and Dash and people that are good in small doses, but could be a lot if you use them the wrong way. And so I was worried that getting more of them, getting more screen time would kind of like diminish those characters, but they just, I don't know, they just nail it. They hit them exactly the way they should, and I was like, I just want to hang out with these guys all the time. I just had a lot of fun just hanging out with the characters, much less all the action and story and everything.
I like when she's like, and this one I babysit for free. What's your favorite Jack power?
My favorite Jack power.
I like that he can multiply.
That's pretty fun.
I thought that
pretty
was
good.
I don't know that the raccoon scene when the raccoon's trapped in the chair and then he like catches flames and he's just like knocking the lawn chairs out of the way and the raccoon's like, ah!
It's pretty menacing.
That's really great.
I like the teleport, or not, maybe not teleport, but when he goes to the other dimension.
Yeah.
Just because the whole like
Cookie,
num cookie, num cookie.
God, that's funny.
Yeah, the when he turns into the giant Jack,
The giant baby was hilarious.
That's really good.
Yeah, man. I want to like sit down in a room with these guys and be like, how did you,
It took them 14 years.
That's how it happened. Its sequels are more often than not way worse, and rarely do they ever exceed the original. But to make one that's just basically on par when you already make a great movie it's really impressive. And
yeah, I mean, you can make a third one because the Underminer gets away, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's your third one.
I don't feel like he can be like your main bad guy.
yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, I bet you he could be like your Dave Bautista goon to a bigger guy. Probably.
Because all the villains they've had so far have been like they've had specific commentary on like the place superheroes have in society, and I feel like that's an important part of
what's going
the
on.
Incredible story.
Yeah,
they're very personal.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like it's relatable. But I'm sure there's a potential out there. And after all, they made all this money. I'm sure.
You could do a Frozone movie that would make a ton of money. And then even if you did something just on Jack somehow, you know what I mean?
I mean, they've done a short film, the Jack attack between. Have you guys not seen that?
No.
That's the thing that was on. It was on the DVD of the Incredibles.
I'll have to watch that.
If you remember in the first Incredibles when they're coming back from defeating the giant robot thing, Helen's listening to the voicemails and it's the babysitter sending increasingly frantic. So it's essentially just following the babysitter in her experiences of the Jack's having powers and
That
she's
would be
freaking out.
cool.
It's funny. It's really good.
What did you guys? This is a little off Incredibles, but what did you guys think of the dumpling short in the beginning?
Oh, I put that. I meant to put that before we talked about this, but holy fuck, that was weird as fuck.
It was out there.
Yeah, I didn't watch. I didn't.
You didn't watch
I showed up late.
Oh, okay. So you do better at synopses.
Okay, so it starts off with this woman and her husband. She's making
middle-aged Japanese.
Yeah,
women.
I've served through it, but I haven't seen it. So like, I know a little. It's got like a fat guy, right? And he's like eating some food.
Motherfucker, why are you trying to explain it if he's going to tell you what's happening?
It's that she's making him dumplings, like pork dumplings.
Yeah.
And as they're eating, one of them comes alive. Like it grows arms and legs and a body. And so she starts to raise it as a child. And as it grows up, it also goes through adolescence like Violet. And it ends up bringing this girl home. I mean, and it wants to do everything normal kids wants to do. It wants to go play soccer, you know. And she's like, "No, you can't do. You're a petite little dumpling. You don't want to get you. I don't want you to get hurt." So it brings this girl home and is like, "We're getting married. I'm moving out." And she's like, "No, you can't." And it's the whole thing silent. They don't talk. Yeah. And so she eats him. And so that's the appropriate response.
No, it is. I was. What happened in your theater when that happened?
Everyone's like, this little kid. She goes, "Oh no!"
Everyone in my theater started laughing because how else are you supposed to respond to that?
Is that how they end it?
No. So you find out she's like really upset because she ate this dumpling. It was a dream. That's what happened with her actual son. And so the end of the short is the son showing back up and the dad forcing them to spend time together. And like the very last scene is all four of them, the mom, the dad, the son, and his wife, like making dumplings together. So what I feel like where it struggles is it touches on like a really heartfelt subject in that, like, you know, it's like a broken home and they, you know, there's this rekindling or whatever, and that's all really sweet and nice. But when I first started watching it, I thought it was a couple who couldn't have children. And so, you know, this like little dumpling baby comes along and I'm like, oh, because they never had kids. Like now they have this little dumpling baby she's like hyper protective of. That's not it at all. And because I thought that, when she eats it, I'm just flabbergasted. I can't handle it. What do you think?
I know it was way too fucking much.
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
The whole time I was thinking about what you talked about with like Coco. I was like, what kind of questions does this raise?
No, exactly.
Dude, someone told me that Book of Life is way better than Coco.
Yeah, who was that person?
Regina.
Okay,
You said Book of Life is better than Coco on the Facebook page.
That's what I'm saying.
But you haven't even seen it.
But that's what I'm saying.
Hang on a second.
Have you guys seen Book of Life? I'm asking for commentary.
I haven't.
Okay.
But oh god, we have so many things to get back to. I have more things on Incredibles, but I want to come back to.
Keep going with your dumpling.
No, I don't want to because I want to come back to Ian because we didn't give him enough shit for a couple weeks ago when he was rubbishing on J.K. Rowling's writings outside of Harry Potter when he's never read them.
That's fair.
Anyway. Carrying back to it's just horrifying. Like again, it makes sense at the end to me as an adult. Kind of like there are still kind of different ways you could interpret the way that story plays out. As far as like was it a dream? Was it whatever else? But like again, like if you're a 6-7-year-old kid and you watch that, like what the fuck just happened? What message are you taking away from that?
Her boy came home, but what happened to the dumpling kid? Did she really eat it? She poop it out? Did you guys? I'm sure you saw it. The thank you for waiting 14 years bit.
Yeah.
At first I was like, this is stupid. I don't need this. But by the end of it, I was like, they were just addressing it. Like we're just gonna right off the bat. We made you wait forever for this movie.
We're sorry.
We're sorry.
I don't feel like he needed to, but I was okay with it.
Yeah, it was fine.
But speaking of, Craig T. Nelson does sound old.
He looks real old.
And he looks old, but I mean, he sounds old in parts of this movie. Not all the lines of dialogue, but especially like the quieter bits.
I think he's trying to sound older when he's tired.
Yeah.
Like, when he's at night outside, he sounds real old.
That's
but I think it's like he's trying to do that.
That's what I was thinking too. Is like he has gotten really old, and almost like they crafted the story for like, hey Craig, you don't have to try really hard. Like, you just sound like you want to, like you normally sound. And of course, Holly Hunter is great in everything.
She is never enough Holly Hunter in the world.
Better or worse than Transformers? What do you think?
I'm definitely better than
Transformers.
Transformers.
Oh yeah, no, it's way better than Transformers.
Yeah, I'd say way better too, but not as good as the first one.
It's fair.
I mean, I haven't even seen any other animated movie, but that will win Best Picture or Best Animated Movie.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah. No doubt. You alluded to this. I wanted to come back to it. How crazy is it that Bob Odenkirk wasn't the villain of this movie?
I know.
Bob Odenkirk is always an evil person.
He's not
even a bad guy in Better Call Saul.
He totally is.
No, he's not. He walks the fine line.
I feel like it says more about you than it does about anything else.
Bob Odenkirk is not a bad guy in Better Call Saul.
Now that I'm thinking about it, Better Call Saul could have been like an alternative life for you.
But would have went a different road.
He even looks like a villain. Like he's like skinny and he's got a pointy face and he's got a shiny suit. And
I liked it both. I mean, when they were both famous, brother and sister, you kind of knew one of them was going to be the bad guy right off the bat.
Yeah, I figured it was going to be both, but
I figured both. Yeah.
But I think it was cool. I really like Bob Odenkirk as an actor. I think he's also done a Netflix show. Have you guys watched that with like the guy from Arrested Development?
The Gong Show? Not the Gong Show.
No,
Mr. Show.
Yeah. I hear it's Tobias, I think.
I hear it's really David
funny.
Cross.
Yeah.
That show used to be on in like, I'm going to fuck this up because
I think it's back. It's not back for now.
No, it is. Okay. But in I think it's the late 90s, early 2000s. And it was supposed to be kind of like a
variety show, right?
Well, yeah, it was like a subversive variety show where they're like, making fun of other variety shows and like traditions and stuff. And apparently it was really groundbreaking at the time. Apparently the new one
sucks.
Has not aged as well. I mean, comedy just doesn't age well.
Yeah.
You just can't go back and do the same thing 20 years later and expect it to work.
Nope.
So, but yes, I do know that's the thing.
Yeah, I was reading a list about like long delayed sequels, and like a lot of them are like comedies that are just like are awful, like Bad Santa 2, Dumb and Dumber 2. Like they wait like 20 years to go back to the well, and it's just like not
it's too
the
late.
Same.
Yeah.
Strike while the iron's hot. If you're going to do a comedy sequel, do it like the next movie.
Or alternatively, just don't do a comedy sequel.
Yeah, the other one was Zoolander 2 was another one.
Yeah.
They're not needed. You know what I mean? Like comedy sequels aren't.
Comedy
needed.
Stories are so thin. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing to build on there. You know
as we were just talking about with developing these eccentric characters. That's usually where the comedies fall apart. The bits that were kind of novel and fun and made you laugh the first time just get tiresome and wearing. And they ruin those characters retroactively when you go back and watch the first one again.
Back to Incredibles real fast. What did you think of Michael Giacchino's score this time around?
I dug it. It was less. I don't know. I didn't notice it as much.
Yeah, agreed.
It wasn't as like big band in your face the whole time. There were a couple during the action scenes where they do that, and then the credits are great.
Yeah.
But I mean it's good.
I would agree with you. I think it's very good. I always wanted more of it.
Yeah, agreed. I especially I just didn't feel like there was enough of the actual theme.
Yeah.
The main Incredibles theme.
Well, it was just like hints. Like there would be like moments where something would happen, and just like very faintly you'd hear like the doo doo doo.
I love that theme.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's cool.
I'm excited to hear his Jurassic Park stuff. I think he's an interesting choice.
Is that next week?
Yeah, I'm really excited for Jurassic World. I don't know, I don't like any of them, but for some reason I'm excited for this one.
You like Jurassic Park?
Well, the rest of them.
Yeah.
But I don't know. They're saying I'm hearing mixed things. Some people are saying it's like the second best one, of course, behind Jurassic, and other people are saying it's not good. So I don't know.
Yeah.
As we've learned, we can't trust anything that comes out in initial release.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm hearing mixed things. We'll see. It's got a dope ass cold opening, is what everyone's saying.
Okay.
So that's cool.
I wonder if that's going to be like it's
going to be. Well, it has to do with the underwater shark from the first movie.
Yeah.
He's like, I guess somehow gets out or something, and it's like surfers apparently, and apparently it's fucking dope.
Oh, that sounds fun. I'm down with that. But yeah, is that Incredibles?
I think that's it. I think we can put a stamp on Incredibles.
Okay,
it's a worthy sequel. Go see it.
Better than Transformers.
Yes,
better than Transformers.
What have we? I might start what we're watching because
let's hear it.
I haven't been watching anything, so I don't have anything interesting to contribute. I just started an anime that I'm just catching up on my free time called Kill la Kill on Netflix. And it's just so goofy. It's the goofiest fucking thing.
Do you like it, though?
I do like it. It's something I'd be embarrassed to watch with other people, but I'm enjoying it. It's a fun time.
I just want to say, if you hear a dog barking during this podcast, we've also heard it this entire time, and it's very frustrating.
He's got feelings about Incredibles, too.
He really wants to share with us. I hear the Netflix animes are all really, really good.
I've only seen one of them.
Yeah, and you didn't know how you felt about it.
I still don't know how I feel about it, but my understanding is it's like the best one of the Netflix ones. I'm skeptical. I haven't tried any other ones.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I haven't watched anything. I was thinking, no, I've been busy fucking working Incredibles, getting my butt beat and moving, so I cede to Jones. I watched Incredibles. That's the one thing I watched. I didn't make it to Incredibles.
What did I watch? Well, drum roll, please. I finally finished Yu-Gi-Oh!
The party literally confetti from the ceiling. That's nice.
5 seasons, 226 episodes later.
What an accomplishment.
Took me a month.
Was the last one like really good or really bad?
Okay, so interestingly enough, last week on the podcast I said it had gotten worse. The second half of the last season I really dug. I thought it was really cool. I was really into it. It all takes place in like ancient Egypt and how the whole thing started. I really liked that part. The first half of season 5 is by far the worst part of the entire show. But I would say if you have a lot of free time and you don't mind listening to like 15-year-olds talk about trading card games, you can sit down and watch Yu-Gi-Oh! It's not that bad.
There's so many other things you can do with your time.
That's very true. I also watched I, Tonya.
How was it?
How was it?
I liked it. It was pretty good. I mean, it's not like it was gripping, and I watched it in 2 sessions. Like I watched one. I didn't feel.
Wait,
like
is that better or worse than Transformers then?
I'm gonna say it's better than Transformers. Like the acting is really good. Like
Yeah.
Margot Robbie and Allison Janney are incredible in it.
She won the Oscar for that?
Yeah,
Allison Janney did. Yeah.
She's like hyper abusive,
Yeah,
and mean,
I heard
and
that.
she's really good. And
Did it take you the Nancy Kerrigan?
yeah, it goes through all of
goes
it.
through- okay.
Yep,
You never get an Oscar for playing a nice person.
that's true. And Margot Robbie really does do a great job as Tanya Harding. There was like a moment I turned to my wife and I was like it's really incredible that she's like super Australian in real life, and then just like kills this like redneck chick from Oregon performance. Like, I don't know, really impressive. And
Yeah.
I don't know how much of it is her skating in the movie, but from what I understand, it's a sizable amount, and really she does a top-notch job. Like I like that movie. And then I also finally, like a year later, watched Transformers: The Last Night.
I haven't seen that.
It is worse than Transformers.
Shit.
It is probably better than the first one with Mark Wahlberg, but my problem with all the Transformers movies, except for the first one, because it's built into the story of the first one, is why does every single one have a different reason the Transformers came to Earth?
I know.
Every single one of them like
Yeah.
retcons
A
the one
different
before.
magical item.
Yes. It's like the
Weekly Play, they
Allspark.
said that so funny one time. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
It's like
Fallen.
it's the glasses, the Sam Witwicky glasses.
Yeah, I don't even remember what it is in the third one. And then the fourth one, it's like the sword and the dinosaurs. Like every one is different.
Yeah.
This one is a staff.
They're so bad.
But no one ever talks about it in any of the earlier movies.
nobody
Whatever
cares.
the
Yeah.
next.
They're never just like, go get those glasses. We can use those.
Yeah.
And spoilers. They make Earth Unicron
Yep.
in the movie, and that is just really disappointing. Like it's like a really disappointing decision.
That seems like the Michael Bayest decision possible, though.
Yeah. Well, and he's so over the top, right? Like in CGI and explosions, when like, hey man, you can make a planet-sized transformer. He's like, no, I don't want to do that. I want to make Earth the transformer. It's just mind-boggling. I'm very excited he will not be doing anymore.
Yeah, I think Bumblebee's going to be much better. I really do.
I mean, the trailer looks promising.
Yeah.
We will not know until we see it.
Bumblebee finally gets a voice in it, and so that part is nice. But
Yeah, I like Bumblebee. He's a nice robot.
that's it. That's all I watched.
Well, hang on a second. I saw a Facebook post where you seem to be
Dude,
watching.
I don't even want to bring it up.
You don't want to bring it up.
It's upsetting. So my wife and my kids were for one time all in different places. So my wife was out of the house and my children were asleep, and I was like, I'm going to watch Yu Yu Hakusho because I remember loving that show as a kid. I get through one episode. I start the second one, and my 2-year-old is like, hey, Dad, I'm awake. All right. Well, I guess we'll watch Tarzan instead.
I mean, look.
Tarzan's
So I
not
watched Tarzan. I did
Yeah,
watch
Tarzan's
Tarzan.
Phil Collins is a good time. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. If we're talking about kids movies, I saw Tarzan and I watched The Star, which was a Christmas
bad.
movie
Yeah,
that
we
came
have the
out.
star.
And it's okay.
Sends a good message.
It's got Zachary Levi and that chick from Jane the Virgin, Jennifer something. She was also in Annihilation.
Got a couple camels in there.
Keegan-Michael Key. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's a Christmas movie. I mean, we've seen the Christmas story 1,000 times. This time told from the donkey's perspective.
I do like a good donkey.
Yeah, who
Shrek.
doesn't enjoy a good donkey movie? But yeah, no. So I guess I watched more than I let on.
I'm going to let you know if you ever get back to Yu Yu Hakusho, it holds up. I
You watch it?
recently watched the whole thing last summer.
Can't, dude. I want to so bad.
It's good, and then the Dark Tournament takes like 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Somehow, and then it gets a little samey, but then it finishes strong.
Yeah.
I promise you,
Why don't you just give up when it got bad?
I was committed.
You're committed at that point.
I had watched over 100 episodes at that point.
You know, what's so funny to me is the same actors, man. They just keep getting like regurgitated.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like, Christopher Sabat is in like every anime I ever watched, and I didn't. He's in Yu Yu Hakusho. He is, of course, Vegeta and Piccolo. He is in Full Metal Alchemist. And it's basically the same voice every time. Like, it's just Christopher Sabat. Like, there's a little bit difference between Vegeta and Piccolo, but when I watch him in something else, I'm like, oh, that's his Piccolo voice.
Especially when all those shows were getting dubbed into English.
Yes.
There was not a market for like that industry didn't exist. There were just a couple guys they pulled off the streets, be like, hey, you want to make $200?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, Toonami made the industry.
They absolutely did.
I missed like the Tom shorts and all that stuff. I enjoyed those things. Also, there was one of the teachers in Yu Yu Hakusho plays Fuhrer Bradley in Full Metal Alchemist. So I'm just sitting here, and that's the first one. I was like, I know that voice. And so I looked up the cast, and it's like, oh, yep, I know them. But they just keep getting regurgitated, same things over and over again. I will watch it. I just don't know when. So Jurassic World next week?
Hell yeah.
God damn it.
I'm going to watch the first one tonight, I think.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Tonight. I kind of want to watch them all. I might... Today's what, Monday? I want time. Okay, nope. I'm watching the first one and the new one. Fuck the rest.
I don't know that... my wife's the big fan. I don't know that I can watch it with her because it's just going to be her like oodling Chris Pratt for 2 hours. She loves Chris Pratt.
I like Chris Pratt as like Parks and Rec guy and Star-Lord. But he gets flimsy after that. Like,
he's also pretty insufferable in the Jurassic World movies.
Yeah, well, and also he sucks in that. No, I'm saying I like him in the other ones, but I hate him in Jurassic World. And I hate it. Like, I thought he was going to be good in that Magnificent 8 movie. He fucking sucked in that. I don't know, man.
Passengers was horrible.
Like, yeah, if it's not those 2 roles, like, I do not like him.
He was fine in Moneyball, and he was fine in Zero Dark 30, but he's not the main actor in either
That's
of
true.
those
Those
things.
are small roles, but he's good in those.
But he's good in them.
He's fucking dope in Zero Dark 30. I forget. That's when he started getting jacked.
Yeah.
He must have gotten cast as Star-Lord by that point.
What's funny to me is, like, he's a serious actor in Moneyball, and I believe it.
Yeah.
He plays Scott Hattenberg, and there's no question about it. But I don't know where that guy has been for like the last 7 years.
Right.
Like, that role was good.
Here's the thing. I still think he can do that. I just don't think anyone's looking for him to do that.
That could be.
Yeah.
So. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a big fan of Bryce Dallas Howard. I'm excited to see her in this movie.
That's fair. Are you excited about? Are you a fan of her acting ability, or are you a fan of her appearance?
Who's the villain?
All of the above.
Oh, that's fair.
Who's the villain?
Dinosaurs?
Probably.
but probably the Asian guy from the first one.
B.D. Wong?
Yeah.
No.
Well, there's Benedict Wong and there's B.D. Wong.
No,
which one is which?
I thought those were the same person.
No. I think this is B.D. Wong. I think Benedict Wong is the one from...
Oh, I always thought...
I was right?
I
think you are right.
I always thought B.D. was short for Benedict.
No, they're 2 different people, but I didn't know.
I think they probably are both named Benedict, and one was just like, I have to go by B.D. now. Benedict's already taken.
B.D. That's a good little initial.
Yeah.
Huh. All right.
Anyway.
So yeah, next week, Jurassic World 2. It will be...
The Fallen Kingdom.
It'll be something.
There'll be dinosaurs in it.
Yeah.
What if there wasn't? That would be the big twist.
The Endoraptor?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Endoraptor.
What if the only dinosaurs were birds?
I hear Blue's gonna be like way too smart.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
Blue's gonna be like like a dog, and I want everyone to know going in, it's gonna annoy me. Like it's gonna be able to sit. It's gonna roll over. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna really fucking annoy
if
me.
we didn't have if we didn't have so many other like worthwhile movies to see, I'd be perfectly fine spending a week trashing on Jurassic World because I hate the fuck out of that movie. But we're just gonna.
The only thing I like about Jurassic World is fucking Jimmy Buffett and that margarita.
No, that's pretty great.
I do need to make a confession because I remember the 3 of us being at Buffalo Wild Wings one day and Joseph just ragging on Jurassic World, and you and I both were like,
really?
It's not that bad. But it has waned.
You're right, Joseph. It is that bad.
It has waned over time. I remember watching it the first time, and it was just like fun enough.
Yeah, well, it's hitting you with that nostalgia.
It was childhood wish
but it
fulfillment.
Has no soul.
No.
None. Except Jimmy Buffett and that fucking margarita. That's the realest thing.
It's more of a cash grab than
J.K. Rowling's fucking universe.
It's more of a cash grab than
That's probably true, honestly.
Yeah, no, it's 100%. I don't think it's going to make a lot of money too. People love dinosaurs.
I don't know, man. I just don't know. Like there was a reason why we went a long time without a Jurassic Park movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyone thought it would make what 1.5 or whatever the frick it made.
Yeah, I like that. What's his face coming back? Ian Malcolm.
Oh yeah,
Jeff Goldblum.
They need to bring back Sam Neill.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like that would be cool, and bring back the blonde. Like
Ellie Sattler,
take
man.
the Star Wars
Ellie.
approach. Make one about the first one should have been Sam Neill. The second one should have been about Jeff Goldblum, and the third one about Elliot Sadler. That's kind of what they're doing with. I think the next one was supposed to be about like Leia, but she's dead now.
That
Force Awakens is kind of about Han. I think Last Jedi is kind of about Luke. And
I just don't feel like.
And I think the third one was supposed to be about Leia, but she died.
Yeah.
God damn it! I don't want to give. We're fine.
That's a point.
No, it is a point. I just don't feel like the Star Wars approach, the recent sequel Star Wars approach, is a good approach to moving on your franchise because it doesn't move on your franchise.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't get me wrong. I'm not opposed to fan service, but I feel like bringing those people kind of holds you back in a way, unless it's in a really limited cameo role.
You wouldn't have enjoyed Jurassic World.
Well, that's what
more.
Ian Malcolm.
You wouldn't have enjoyed Jurassic World more if in the first one, running around with Chris Pratt was Sam Neill fucking throwing a quip around and identifying a dinosaur footprint. I would have liked that a lot more.
But you see, it would then you'd have to say either Sam Neill is the main guy that you're following, or Chris Pratt is the main guy that you're following, and Sam Neill is just like.
I think you make Sam Neill the beta. You know what I mean? But Chris Pratt's the alpha, and then you kind of pass the torch.
But you see, that's what I just feel like that in that situation, Sam Neill is holding back Chris Pratt from like being the face of that franchise.
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
I can see it.
There's a lot wrong with Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, but that you could argue that that's a big problem with it too. Is like this. Yep. Indy is a mentor now,
right?
And this person's going to be
Mark Williams down your fucking
throat. Hang on, let's rewrite this movie where we have Mutt, whatever his face is, just show up. Find out that maybe not even find out that he's Indiana Jones' son at first, but like come across like an old chest. Yeah. He's on like a mission to find something. He finds like a treasure map and the fucking hat.
Yeah.
And he goes on the thing, and at some point in the adventure, he finds out he's Indiana Jones' son. Maybe at the end, but he just goes on an adventure. Would that be a better movie?
I agree. Yes, it would be. You don't actually need Indy in the movie at all.
Yeah.
No.
You could have just made a sequel about whoever the new Indiana,
and
if
that
it's
would have
supposed to be
played
his son,
so much,
and
better.
it would have been better.
Yep.
It's got to have the hat, though. The hat's important.
Yeah, well,
because you're right 100%. In that thing, Harrison Ford is totally holding Shia LaBeouf. If they were planning
which is a weird thing to say.
In their crazy mind, if they thought Shia LaBeouf was going to continue the Indiana Jones franchise, and that's what they were trying to do, well, he is holding him back a little bit.
I will say, I would be curious in the third one in Jurassic World to see Sam Neill come back, because at this point you've established Chris Pratt as the guy.
Yeah.
And if you're saying at the end of Jurassic World 2, Fallen Kingdom, whatever, I don't know where the states are going to be, but say dinosaurs are roaming free now.
That's what I think they're going Planet of the Apes.
It very well could be. But then you have all Elliot Sadler, Sam Neill. I guess Laura Dern. Laura Dern, Sam Neill teaming up with Bryce Dallas Howard and Chris Pratt and going around catching dinosaurs.
Awesome.
Even if it's just for a scene, where they're off doing it somewhere else.
Hang on a second, you might be more onto something. How Planet of the Apes are you talking? Like actual Planet of the Apes?
Yeah, like they take over.
Oh yeah, no, I'm super down with that.
And then the next one's people surviving.
Splintered humanity learning how to fight dinosaurs again without infrastructure. Oh, that's great.
Could you go back and watch the first Jurassic Park movie ever again after that? Because you know this ends up with dinosaurs ruling the earth.
That would be so funny.
I'm kind of down with that. That's actually a better idea.
That'd be good.
Yeah. Anyway, Jurassic World next week.
It'll be fun.
It'll be something.
We went on a tangent.
We sure did. So first off, as always, thank you for listening. If you like this, please rate and subscribe. Tell your buddies. Tell everybody. Stream it from the rooftops. If we didn't talk about something in Incredibles that was important, if you have more comments, questions, things you wanted to address, Regina sent something to us this week that I wanted to. Oh no,
Book of Life's better than Coco.
Yeah, she sent that. She also recommended what's that HBO show that's coming out? Is that what it's called?
I think so.
Succession.
Yeah,
something like that. The new HBO show that it looks bad to me, and I just read an article.
What's Succession? So
it's about like a rich family from like a business mogul guy, and I guess the business mogul guy is about to step down, and all his kids are like rich spoiled brats they want to take over,
like the Texas oil thing show,
Dynasty.
No, with fucking
Dallas.
Yeah, it's like Dallas. Kind of.
I didn't watch Dallas, so I have no
Neither did
idea.
I,
It's
but-
just scheming rich people trying to get richer.
Then yes, that's probably what it is. My understanding is it has like it started off like not great, but it's gotten better. But it's got Kieran Culkin, who I love. So
Someone told me on that same kind of thing. It's on Showtime. There's a show called Billions.
yeah,
With
my
Damian
understanding is
Lewis and Paul Giamatti, and I'm hearing it's good, but I haven't watched it.
I hear it's just fucking ridiculous. And my understanding is these two are kind of in the same vein. Like they're appealing
they're
to
fucking Dallas.
they're appealing to the same cynical rich asshole thing. But anyway,
I like the guy from Homeland who's in Billions, Damian Lewis.
Yeah, he's all right.
So I think I'd watch that.
On the Book of Life is better than Coco front.
Have you seen Book of Life?
I have. Book of Life is a very good movie. I don't feel like we need to like really compare them. They're both probably
Are
better
they talking
than
about the same
Transformers.
idea though? That's what I was.
They're
told.
both about like
Mexican
Dia
afterlife?
de los Muertos. You know what I mean? Like,
how dare you say we don't have to compare them? What is this show but establishing
we
whether
only compare to one
Are they
thing.
hold on, let's go here. Are they both better than Transformers?
Yes,
Okay.
they're both good. They're both a lot of songs. They're both a bunch of sugar skulls running around singing shit. There's a guitar in there. I mean, they're very similar movies, but
There's a dog with bones.
they're enjoyable. That one has Channing Tatum in it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
If there's one thing we've learned in this new world that we're in, is that you can't have two good things.
Yeah, you have to be a part of a tribe, and your tribe is the
One
best tribe.
one thing is the best thing, everything else is the worst thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, if you want to get in touch with us and send us on more tangents, you can reach us at betterthantransformers@gmail.com. You can also reach us on Twitter and Facebook at BT Transformers. Thanks to Zach Evans for art and Brian Velasquez for our theme, and we'll see you guys next week.
Deuces.
Ooh.